Hey there. You went through a whole mobile phase. I couldn't find them, but we had like 5 mobiles. But yeah, that was definitely the best one. My silver key finally arrived from the Scholastic Art and Writing Contest. It's very, very small. Woo! There's my pride and joy. I can pin it to all my fancy blazers, and people will say, wow, what an artistic, educated young person. The letter that came with it was also pretty good, because listed their notable alumni. In their 90-year history, the awards have recognized some of America's most celebrated artists while they were teenagers, including Andy Warhol, Richard Avedon, Robert Indiana, Cy Twombly, Philip Pearlstein, and John Baldessari. This is for that claymation I did of the flower during the summer. I can link it in the description in case you want to watch it again. I just watched Dead Poet Society. Oh my god. Okay, in case you haven't seen it, it's the original use of "Oh Captain, my Captain." And it was just a really good movie. It was like a feel sad movie. I think I would have cried more if I knew I didn't have to film this after. It's completely unexpected, and in case you haven't seen it, I'll just say it's that story of the teacher that goes to the school to inspire the students. How long have we had that plot line and we're still not bored of it yet? That's crazy. I mean, if you do it right. If you do it right, yeah, that's great. But like boring ones. Hamlet quote of the video. There are more things in heaven and earth, Horatio, than are dreamt in your philosophy. Burn, Horatio. That warped record, we could do some really cool stuff with that. Like, tremendous. I think it would be, if you do performance art anymore, definitely something there. I don't know, that's your job to figure it out. Have you seen Kill Your Darlings? I saw Kill Your Darlings and then I watched it again today. And then I watched interviews with the actors, and then I might watch it again. Because our director friend across the road, you know his name, he didn't like it. I could see why it would be a bad movie, because it's about the Beats, right? The Beat generation. And that's a big topic, and this is just, it felt rushed. The whole story, it felt kind of rushed and fast, even though it was an hour and 40 minutes long, and it didn't feel long. The film was probably fast-paced to go with like the whole jazz influence and the Beat generation, but since then I'm like, I need to do a lot more research about these people, because I've read On the Road, but that's really it. I haven't even read Howl, because you can never find a book in our house, and we definitely have Howl. We probably have 3 copies of Howl. Lucien Carr, what a guy. You should watch Kill Your Darlings. So at critiques in your school, can you get away with just saying minimalism? You don't have to, you probably have to have a follow-up answer, right? It's like, what? There's more than just one kind of minimalism, isn't there? It's just minimalism. I made a film about cakes and it's not done yet, and no matter how much time I have, I never do things right. I never do things in the allotted time I have. It's a really terrible, terrible habit. I think I like this space. My voice vibrates off the walls and I'm in a bathtub, but I'm not taking a bath. Books, oh my god, books. Do you have any book recommendations? I really want to read. I just really want to read a good book. I'm tired. We are both terrible at keeping schedules. I don't know. Maybe every other day? I think that's reasonable. I'm going to look up things about Dead Poet Society and what the themes are, and look at people's perspective on things. Sometimes I wonder about how we both make things, because we've been taught in different kinds of art, and how we make things for audiences to see, because sometimes I feel like no matter how much a film is really for you and about you, it's still gonna be, you still know that it's gonna be seen by people. So you're still, there's always the audience component that you can't escape, which is the same with visual art, but it just feels heavier in film. Thoughts on that? The thing about Kill Your Darlings that made me feel a bit less guilty was that they very much wanted to start a movement, and that didn't make them feel disgusted with themselves that much. There's one character that was like, starting an art movement without writing one word, oh. But yeah, you know, you've always wanted to do something new, and then you're like, oh, I can't anymore. Just, that made me feel less guilty about wanting to try and be innovative, like a new, something different. And with the text thing, how can you not do text yet? Like, I'm gonna see. Can I put a letter there? And then, okay, I'll erase them. It might not work because I moved my hand and I can't do 3D. This is the end. My lonely friend, the end. We need a